Big up, guys. Major apologies. I've had Wi-Fi issues, guys. I wanted to be on at 1:15. Don't blame me. Blame my fucking useless broadband. Shit. I thought I was going to get better. I was going to have better than I was last year with it. The new company I was with, and I will mention them. What the fuck? I might as well mention the tossers because they're shit. I'm going to mention them, right? Virgin. Virgin on the ridiculous. Exactly. They are Virgin on the fucking ridiculous, guys. Because they had an issue round here. A lot of people probably with it have had the same problem as I have. Not been able to get online for most of the morning. Trying to get this fucking stream out, which I want to keep doing. I want to do this every day and knock this content out for everyone, especially other Bees fans that want to know about these players we're after, obviously, linked with, and so forth. So I want to try and get all this info out there and let people know what's going on with it. But it's no good. My fucking broadband company can't play ball, innit? Because they're shit. But at last I'm on. And if there is anything happen, I apologise. It will, if it goes off again for any other reason, you'll know why. It's not my fault. But anyway, big up to you, Irish Pit Terrier. Thanks for coming in as usual, my friend. Always welcome, buddy. Brilliant. Mr. B, yeah. Thanks, my friend, coming in once again. Buddy, that's brilliant. And yeah, we've got a lot to talk about, actually. There's loads we've got to talk about here. And I would have liked to be not 1:15 to do it all, but no. And that's my broadband company, guys. But anyway, I'm going to go talk about something I mentioned yesterday, a player, briefly, before I move on to these other players to talk about. So I'll just wait a minute. I just want to get this up. Hold on a minute, guys. Hold on a minute. 1 minute. So I have to go through all this just to want to get this up again about this guy. Because obviously I mentioned him yesterday. But there's been a little bit more news regarding him. A slight bit of news regarding this guy. And it's this. Hold on a minute. Just bring this up. And right. Just a little bit regarding him. And that's Team Talk has reported that up to 5 Premier League sides, including Brentford, have an interest in a deal for Gabriel Zara. The report also stated that Norwich City has a sell-on clause as part of the previous deal involving the player. So they got a sell-on clause. So I don't know if that would stop us buying him. I don't know. It depends. Well, I mean, I know they probably will make money out of this. So that's the only thing I'm thinking. You know, I mean, sometimes these players do have that. You know, the clubs put it on them, these sell-on clauses. So I guess they will sort of make a lot more out of it, Norwich. You know, his former club. But yeah, that's the sort of just news I was just going to talk about with that. Anyway, that's only one extra bit of info. I mean, the deal hasn't been done yet. There's nothing been confirmed or anything. So we don't know if it's even happening at the moment. So who knows? Yeah, Sarah, a baller. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true, mate. I think you said about that yesterday or whatever when I done it. I think it was yesterday. And yeah, you're right. He looks a good player. I did have glimpses of him. I did see sometimes him when he was playing at Norwich, and he did look really good. He looked pretty good. So I think you're right. You know, this would be a really good signing for us, but I don't know yet. We got to wait and see. It's just it's still sort of up in the air at the moment with it. So at the moment, I don't know. We've also got to wait till summer as well because it's all going to happen then, isn't it? So you know, summer transfer window. So yeah, but yeah, I think this guy would be really good signing. I really do, and you know, it's going to add more to it. Well, so we got a big midfield as it already is, but you know, he's going to add more to it, more bite to it, more you know, sort of passing ability and distribution, playmaking sort of thing to it, I guess. So yeah, that'd be excellent. I mean, I obviously got a lot of transfer news I want to get through, but I also want to talk about. Obviously, we'll mention our friendly yesterday. We played well, actually, it's Brentford B, of course. Our young Bs, of course, under 23s or whatever they are, mostly young, really young, under 23, obviously, or whatever. So they obviously played a friendly game with Monaco, and you know, I'm going to talk about that after I've done these transfers. Talked about these before I go as well. So, right, let's get on to the next one, and it's going to involve. Right, let's get to it, and it will involve this player coming up, and it's Imran Louza. Unfortunate name that, and of course playing for Watford, he is used to being that a loser. But no, I mean, you know, the thing is, if we buy him, I'm sure Louza will be a winner for us. You know. I'm sorry, I just wanted to make that joke. I haven't just done this to make that joke, by the way, guys. I mean, you know, it's just obviously because we are interested in him as well. So, you know, there's links with this guy, so this player. So, at Watford, Watford, yeah, I have to laugh about them. But yeah, he's a good player. Actually, this guy is a very good player. I don't know what he's doing playing for Watford, you know, but he's quality, and I'm going to bring this up about it anyway, guys, and talk about it a bit more. Hold on a sec. Right, just bring up the article. Right. Trying to find out where it is. Oh, there we go. Got it. Right. Right, just coming up. Oh, he's going a bit slowly again now. That's probably because I'm mentioning my broadband company and slagging them off a bit. That's probably why it's decided to go slowly now and give me a load of shit with it. So, and big up to you as well, Steph. Hope you're well, my love, my friend. Hope you're good. Thanks for coming in once again. Big up, Steve. Yeah, big up to you, Steph. Always welcome and cool, of course, my lovely. Yeah, so let's get into this and right, don't fuck me about. Calm down, Virgin. Yeah. Anyway, But I mean, it's mainly mentioning Everton to start with because they're obviously interested in him as well. So Everton in 4-club race to sign Moroccan maestro after scouts left hugely impressed. So their scouts are impressed. This was 31st of December. So end of last year, obviously. So yeah, but there's been a lot of chat about he's sort of been on there a bit on the sort of rumours and that to do with us. So there's been quite a lot mentioned about this bloke. So they're saying Everton are among 4 Premier League clubs tracking Watford midfielder Imran Louza. Sources confirm, and the Hornets could face a battle to keep hold of him in January. Well, that was January. I mean, that's gone basically, but it's still an ongoing thing anyway. So he's obviously still been, teams are still interested in him and want to buy him, and it's like that for us obviously as well. Still, we may have been looking at him in January. Why we didn't go and get him, I don't know, but it's strange. But anyway, the 26-year-old, who is Watford's captain, has emerged as one of the Championship's best players this season, registering 6 goals and 6 assists in 20 league appearances so far. Louza, 14-time caps Moroccan international, is a key player under Javi Gracia and has been one of the main reasons behind their surge into the Championship's playoff picture. In fact, he has played almost every minute of every Championship game he's been available for, missing 3 matches due to suspension earlier in the season. Watford are now facing a battle to hang on to their skipper, as we are informed that a host of clubs have been assessing Louza in recent weeks and have been hugely impressed. We can reveal that amongst the clubs who have been watching him closely are Everton, Brighton, Brentford and Fulham. The Toffees are extremely light in midfield at the moment, with Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall and Charlie Alcaraz absent through injury. Idrissa Gana Gueye is also away on international duty, playing for Senegal, obviously in the Africa Cup Nations. That was obviously in January at the time. We're talking about January here. But Everton faced competition for Watford star. As reported by my colleague, Harry Watkinson, Everton are expected to recall promising youngster Harrison Armstrong from his loan with Preston to give Moyes an extra body in midfield, but a new signing in that area is still a possibility. Brighton, meanwhile, are more well equipped in the middle, but Carlos Baleba remains a target for Manchester United, which is still the case, I believe so. And James Milner, 39, is coming to the end of his career. Brentford are keen on Louza too, as they look to add vital additions to bolster Keith Andrews' ranks. Yeah, Louza could compete with the likes of Jordan Henderson, Vitaly Yanel and Yiha Yamoliuk for a starting spot. Fulham are in for a relatively busy January window as they continue to pursue. Well, we won't go into all this because it's all happened. And they showed interest in Raheem Sterling and Tyreek George, so that didn't happen, did it? So Watford, for their part, are anxious to keep Louza, and he does have 2.5 years left on his current deal. Didn't see how much. I was going to say I'd see how much he costs or may go for. Hold on a second, guys. Just have to have a look. Just want to try and see how much market value for him is 14 million. So that's actually not a lot, is it? That's not too bad. That is something we could do. We could do that, 14 mil. We really could. That is no issue for us. Surprised we didn't go for him in January. I really am surprised that we didn't. Only 14 million. That's not a lot, is it? So it just, why did we not go for this guy? It's strange. He looks good. He's a good player. Are you watching the England game tonight, buddy? Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I probably will be. Yeah. No, it's against Uruguay, and yeah, it's only a friendly, but who cares? I mean, but yeah, it might be all right. I might watch it. I might get fed up with it probably with what Tommy Tickle's doing, but never mind. I'll probably still watch it. I mean, it's a shame about the other teams last night going out, Wales and Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland didn't get through, unfortunately. So shame, commiserations to those home nations of ours that didn't get through, unfortunately. Yo, Danny B. Yeah, well, that's obviously Irish Pit Terrier. Yeah, big up to him. Steph as well. Surprised no one has been in for Hayden Hackney. Yeah, he's Borough's captain, or maybe they have. Well, he was another one I think we were linked with, Steph, at one stage, I believe. We were sort of linked with him briefly or interested. So, I don't know. I think he'd be another good signing, to be honest. It'd be a great signing for us. But, I don't know. It'd probably be a lot of money, I would think. Irish Pit Terrier, Stephanie, yeah. But yeah, it'd be a lot of money, possibly. But it'd be another great one to go for if we are still interested and still linked. Who knows? Irish Pit Terrier, I think he stays at Borough. He won't leave them stranded if they get promoted. Oh, right. Well, not many teams will have a chance in other Premier teams, will they? Nobody will have a chance of getting him. So we definitely won't. But anyway, I'll move on to the next one. And it's been, I think, one we've been after for a little while. We've been interested in, and yeah. So Imran Louza, though, I mean, I think if he comes to the Bees, he'd definitely be a winner. Not I keep doing that joke. Sorry about that, but it's. That's what it looks like. That's the name, isn't it? Imran Louza. And he plays for Watford, so that's not surprising, is it? It's pretty apt. Playing for Watford, your name's Louza, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so I think he could be a good signing. We got so many it looks like we're after. We're certainly not going to be signing them all, that's for sure. But we're definitely interested in a lot of these. How old is he? What Louza? He's 26. He's 26, bro. Yeah. So yeah, it's not bad. It's still youngish. Yeah, 26, mate. 26. So it's still youngish, isn't it? And he's got a fair lot of experience. He's played obviously, well, mainly in the Championship, I guess, but I don't know if he did play when they was up in the Premier. I can't really remember if he did, because it was a little while ago, obviously. But yeah, he could be a good one. But anyway, let's move on. I've still got a few to get through before I finish. So let's get to this one. We've actually been interested in for a very long time at Coventry. And by the way, it's not welcome. He hasn't signed, unfortunately. He hasn't already come. I think this is when he joined Coventry, obviously, where he is now. And that's obviously Bobby Thomas. We've been after him, looking at him for so long. Obviously at Coventry, it's thing is, they get promoted, he'd probably want to stay there, wouldn't he? That's the only other thing. Unless we're in Europe, if he might want to play in Europe. So if we get in Europe, he might want to come here. But I don't know. This is going to be a tough one because I rate this guy. He looks superb. Great defender. We need a centre back. A proper defender there. Collins ain't the answer. Vandenberg isn't really the answer. Ayer isn't. We really need a proper one with him, and I think that'd be amazing if we could get him. But obviously, it's a big if. I'll just get to the sort of article about it, and bring that up. Because there's sort of like this section here on Sky Sports that sort of mentions him as well. And so let's hold on a minute. Let's just get to this. And it sort of mentions him, and this was obviously this was January, I think. Yeah, 1st of January. This year, of course. I think it said one or two others. Obviously, there are others interested in him as well. I think it says, does it mention Villa? I think Villa were. I don't know. Can't remember now. Who else did I say on there? Might be Bournemouth. Was it Bournemouth? No, maybe. I know there was definitely others. But here's the section that it says about Brentford's recruitment priority is a new defensive midfielder. So we obviously look at defensive midfielders. He's obviously not that. He's obviously centre back. But anyway, they can build their long-term future around with Italian out of course to leave the club in 2026. Well, he isn't because we signed him up. I believe we signed him up, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So he's got a new contract. So he's still here. He won't be leaving. Club in 2026, and there are other options in that position approaching the latter stages of their careers. Yanout's current contract expires next summer, but yes, he signed a new deal. Talks over a new deal. I've not found an agreement so far, but he has now. He has signed. The 27-year-old can talk to foreign clubs in January about a pre-contract for next summer. Well, that hasn't happened. Obviously, he signed a new deal. So Brentford are actively scouting for long-term replacements. They have been looking in several markets, including Holland, where they particularly like Feyenoord's Quinton Timber and PSV's Joey Veerman. I know I've heard of we've obviously been linked a lot with Joey Veerman. We almost made a move for him, I think. We nearly tried to sign him, I think, last season or maybe early in the January transfer window. We may have tried signing him. I know we were heavily linked with him and interested and tried to sign him, and he didn't come at the time. But anyway, centre back is another position Brentford are looking at amid long-term interest from Wolfsburg in Christopher Ayer. Again, signed a new deal, but I don't rate him. I don't want him here. I don't think he's good enough. Ethan Pinnock, of course, he's still great. I think he's still great. I really do. He's still a good player. Entering the last 18 months of his contract, we don't know what's happening with Ethan Pinnock, so he may go. But I think we should try keeping him. I still think he's really good. He was great in that one. I know the game was shit. The one with Leeds was boring, 0-0, but he was great in defence. He was superb. Held our defence together superbly there. The club have a long list of potential replacements, and are among those that like Coventry's Bobby Thomas. So there we go. It's Bobby Thomas, and another top left winger is also a long-term ambition. With Reece Nelson only on loan from Arsenal until the end of the season. They have tried hard in the summer for Max Bayer, but from Borussia Dortmund to no avail. Could they try again? Well, as far as I know, Max Bayer didn't want to come. He weren't interested in coming. He doesn't want to know about Brentford, so I can't see it. Why would we go for him again when he doesn't want to join? What's the point? Yeah, another comment there from Pit Terrier. Why haven't we seen Malambo for you? I liked him when he played in Holland, a great prospect. The thing is, mate, he's got an ACL injury. That's why he's not playing. He's out for the whole season. He played, I think, 1 or 2 games at the start of the season and then got the ACL, and now he's just out totally, mate. He had an operation, though, and he's going to be returning soon, apparently. Plenty of training, getting ready, prepared, so he'll be fit, hopefully, for next season. Play a whole season, maybe. So, yeah. Yes, yeah, solid signing he was, pal. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Malambo, yeah. We yet to see the best of him. Well, we won't because he's got the ACL, so we haven't seen it at all. Haven't seen him at all much. As you say, though, he looked good. He's a great prospect for sure. But we need him fully fit, and he will be for next season, hopefully. He's maybe like another Thiago out with all that major injury for the whole season. Comes back and he's amazing. Like Thiago has been amazing, you know. We can have him back next season and he'd be incredible. It'd be like even a really new signing, you know. Malambo. So you never know, mate. But yeah, I just want to get a little bit more about Bobby Thomas here. Because I think he'd be really ideal for us, Bobby Thomas. I really do. Yeah, I know there was another thing about him. Hold on a minute, guys. Just want to try and find that. There's definitely there was something else about him. But yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. But players out of contracts at the end of the season, Vitaly Yannick, well, not anymore. Matthias Jensen, that is one I know we haven't. I don't think we have signed him up, new contract, but club hold option to extend, so we possibly might. I don't know. He's been playing pretty well. Why not? I think we should, because I think he's been actually really, really good lately. Rico Henry, club holds option to extend again. That may not happen. I'm not sure. I think he may be going, but not totally sure. Nothing confirmed, nothing read, and whatever. So it's for me. I don't know. I hope he stays because I think he's one of our best left backs. The only problem with him has been the injuries. So that's the only thing I will say. I mean, we do need sort of backup in that area, and we have been looking at other left backs. So that is the thing. I think we are looking seriously on getting another left back. So, and Josh Da Silva, club hold option to extend. No, don't extend. He's injured all the time nearly. He's hardly ever plays. So, what is the point of keeping him? You know. I think that let him go, Josh Da Silva. He's got to go. He's not good enough, and he keeps getting injured. So no, I think he's got to go. But yeah, definitely, I hope Jensen probably does. Hopefully, sign an extension. I think he's good enough. I want Rico Henry to as well. I think he's great, but we still want backup with him still. So when he's injured, we need somebody else. And Hickey is not a left back. He keeps playing him there, but he's not. So he's not a left back. So let's get somebody else in, get cover for Rico Henry and keep him, extend the deal, keep him, but get cover for him. That's what I think. Anyway, let's go. I want to go to the other article about Bobby Thomas before I move on. Let's see. There's a I think this is in the Coventry Telegraph. This was only last month. So yeah, this was only last month, and so Bobby Thomas addresses Coventry City contract situation and Premier League ambitions. Coventry City contract news on Coventry Live, as Bobby Thomas opens up on the contract situation and how he sees his future panning out with the Sky Blues. Coventry City completed a bit of sensible housekeeping by securing 3 of Frank Lampard's regular back 4 on new contract extensions last week. Centre-half Liam Kitching and fullbacks Milan van Ewijk and Jade Da Silva signed fresh deals to take them beyond the summer of 2027, when their initial terms with the Sky Blues were due to expire. A move that provides security for both the players and, crucially, the club. All 3 were announced at the same time while the club took the unusual step of remaining tight-lipped about the length of the contract. But it begged the question as to whether more are set to follow, given the fact that 7 other senior players, Haji Wright, Ellis Sims, Tatsuri Sakamoto, Bobby Thomas, Joel Latibedia, Jake Bidwell, ex-Brentford, Jake Bidwell, of course, and Ben Wilson will also be out of contract in 16 months' time, albeit some may have options in the club's favour. Midfielder Jamie Allen is the only permanent City player who will be out of contract this summer, while January loan man Frank Onyeka from Brentford on the Bees will upgrade his switch from Brentford to a permanent arrangement if the club are promoted. Well, I think he's obviously going to go. I think we want to get rid of him, and maybe hopefully they get promoted, which I'm sure they will. Looking at it, they're definitely going to get promotion, aren't they? So, Lampard revealed that he isn't aware of negotiations being underway for any other players at this moment in time. And defender Thomas backed that up when asked if he's expecting to follow suit with his 3 teammates who have just committed their futures to the CBS Arena. To be honest, I was looking at getting this season out of the way and concentrating on doing what we all need to do, and get to where we want to get to, said the centre-half. And then it's something to evaluate at the end of the season. I don't think I want to get caught up in something like that at the moment. Lampard, meanwhile, spoke in glowing terms about the 25-year-old who he believes is one of the top central defenders in the Championship. Yeah, so he's still fairly young, not at 25. He's still young, really, as well. So he would be ideal. But anyway, Bobby has been a big part of my time here at the club, and I think to see his development from day one to now, and how he played against Borough, it's making sure he remains consistent in that level of performance, with that level of focus, that level of training, all those things, said the City boss. Because if Bobby's consistent with all that stuff, he is, for me, if not the best centre-back in the league. He's one of them, and he can hopefully progress with us and keep moving forward because he has those talents. Asked if he's confident he can continue his journey with the Sky Blues and become a Premier League player, Thomas said, yeah, for sure. Obviously, it's been my dream to play in the Premier League, and I've still got a year left of my contract, so if we do get promoted, I can hopefully play for the club under my contract now in the Premier League. So that basically probably says no, he's not gonna leave. and we got no chance of signing him. The only way is if they don't go up, maybe. But they are going to go up, aren't they, Coventry? Let's be honest. So I can't see this happening. We need a proper centre back, and he is one. And thing is, I don't think we're going to get him. You know, which is an absolute shame if we can't. But then again, he hasn't had any experience in the Premier League. Does that mean he'd be good enough for the Premier League? Would he be able to adapt to that? I mean, it might be best just to let him stay at Coventry and see if he can. And then maybe try and sign him in the next window or something. Try and sign him later on down the line, you know, further down the line. So I just want to see if there is another article. But yeah, I know he'd be definitely great for us, Bobby Thomas, but I just can't see it happening. I can't see him leaving or whatever. If anyone else comes in for him, other bigger teams, surely we got no chance. You know, we've got no chance whatsoever. So, let's just see here. Oh yeah, there's another bit here. I don't know if it's the same. Sorry, this is moving slow now. I know it seems to have happened since I fucking slagged my broadband company off. It's going slower. But anyway, Steph again there. Sorry, this is going slow. I don't know why. United need two fullbacks desperately. Dalot and Shaw have been at United a combined total of 20 years. Well, that's right, Steph. Yeah, you do need them, don't you? I expect you could probably go in for this Bobby Thomas, maybe. Sorry, guys, apologies. But yeah, I'm sure you lot could go in for him, Man United, Steph. You know, wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, so Coventry City can snub Leeds United and Everton. Bobby Thomas transfer advances with promotion. Right, so Coventry City are back to their very best. And with just over 2 months to go in the 25-26 Championship campaign, they are on target to win promotion to the Premier League. This was also last month, of course. This was done. Promotion to the Premier League and the second-tier title in the process. After a difficult winter, their impressive 3-1 victory over Middlesbrough just over a week ago gave Frank Lampard's side a confidence that they had not possessed since autumn. And they made it back-to-back victories over the weekend with a 2-0 win against West Bromwich Albion. The Sky Blues are 3 points clear of Borough with 13 games to go, and they have a healthy 9-point buffer over third place Millwall. Although Ipswich Town do have 2 matches in hand, over all those above them, as they sit in fourth after disappointing defeat to Wrexham on Saturday. Well, this is obviously last month, so yeah. Nevertheless, for Coventry, the situation at the top of the Championship is looking a lot more positive right now. And fans will be dreaming of the final whistle in May that could see them secure their place in the Premier League and potentially allow them to keep hold of one key player. Coventry City need to win promotion as Everton and Leeds United are a key man. Over the last few months, top flight clubs have been keeping a keen eye on Sky Blues defender Bobby Thomas. Brentford, Leeds United and Everton have all shown a significant interest in the centre back. As per the Sun, and they may well be waiting until the summer to pounce. The 25-year-old's contract is set to expire in the summer of 2027. And while Coventry do have more than a year to sort out that particular problem, the growing interest from sides already in the Premier League will be a huge concern to those at the CBS Arena, and they must tie him down to a new long-term deal. However, this will only be possible if promotion is won at the end of the season, and Lampard cannot afford to offer other clubs the chance to sign a player of Thomas' quality at his expense. The former Burnley man has made well over 100 appearances for the West Midlands outfit since joining in 2023, and he has played a crucial role in their push for promotion. If they fail to find themselves in the Premier League, then their chances of keeping him at the club will be significantly lessened. Yet they know they know that a top two finish would give them every hope of ensuring that Thomas' story at Coventry is not done just yet. Bobby Thomas has been crucial to Coventry City's success this season. Despite playing at centre-back, the Sky Blues' number 4 has been vital in an attacking aspect as well, scoring twice and registering 4 assists. He has created 22 chances for his teammates, more than any other player in his position. And it's no surprise to see him such a crucial part of Lampard's team. Thomas is a Premier League defender in waiting. And whether that is with Coventry or another side is yet to be found out. But it is imperative that he remains in CV9 past the end of this campaign, as having consistency at the back is necessary for any side who make their way to the top flight, way up to the top flight. His contract situation is an issue, and the Chester-born ace has spoken out on the situation. Well, I think I may have said all this, but anyway. To be honest, I was looking at getting this season out of the way and concentrating on doing what we all need to do and get to where we want to get to. And then it's something to evaluate at the end of the season. I don't think I want to get caught up in something like that at the moment. It's clear to see his full focus is on ending this season as strong as possible. And only then will his future be looked at. However, Coventry may have just the key to ensuring that he sticks around. Yeah, well, as I said, it possibly looks like it won't happen, but he might just stay with Coventry. But then a lot of players say that they want to stay, and then see big money, see a really big club coming in for them, and then they're off, don't they? Well, most of them do. So I don't know. The thing is, we're not really still a massive club. The only way that might change is if we get into Europe. He might see that as something then to look. Well, he can go into Europe and get experience of Europe. But that is only if they don't go up, probably, if they don't get promotion, which they will do. And we get into Europe. So there's still a lot of ifs, big ifs there. So this one might not happen, really. I don't think, I can't see us getting this guy, unfortunately. But you never know, further down the line, maybe, a bit further along in the future, you never know. But let's move on. I want to got to move on to the next one, because obviously time's going as usual, and I want to get out, mate. I want to get out in a little while. Actually, I'm going to go out, before the game. Obviously, England later and stuff. I'm going to watch all that. But anyway, let's move on and go to my last bit of transfer news. And that's this guy, Romulo Cardoso. Just pretty much known as Romulo, which is another Brazilian. And it looks like we like the Brazilians, don't we? Well, don't say about that, but yeah. Better be careful what I say with all that. Anyway, but yeah. So Romulo Cardoso, and yeah, he's as I say, another Brazilian player, and we've already got that with Thiago, of course. I mean, will he be back up to him? Will he be a replacement? We're already looking at somebody else as a replacement, apparently, Ponomarenko. But will he be with him? Will he be his partner up front? Well, I think that should happen. Myself, I mean, we keep saying there's links with Thiago going elsewhere, going to other clubs a bit of big money. I think we should just keep him, to be honest, and get somebody else in with him, and let's give him one more season at least. We've had one full season, and I don't think he's done half of what he's capable of doing. I know he's got 19 goals, but surely he can get even better than that. He's had one season where he's been played pretty much a whole season. All that other times he's been out. He's been injured. Let's give him another season here. Let's try and keep him for another season. I know it's hard. A lot of clubs will want him. 19 goals, and mate, hasn't finished yet. He could end up with, say, 23, 24, even 25 goals, maybe. So, let's keep him for at least another season, Igor Thiago. And then get this guy in, get that Ponomarenko in, whatever. And let's have them as backups or with them, strike partner. Let's have another like Vissa Abramo thing, Let's get that going with it, So, anyway, let's get to this. And I'll get this article up, guys. And here it is. And RB Leipzig's Romulo Cardoso on the radar of Aston Villa, Brentford and Fulham. Having joined RB Leipzig from Göztepe for a record-breaking fee, 24-year-old Romulo Cardoso continues to exceed expectations in his debut Bundesliga season, contributing 7 goals and 4 assists in 21 competitive appearances so far. The Brazilian Tower is not only making headlines with his scoring record, but also sending a clear warning to the Premier League's toughest centre-backs with his physical dominance as the summer 2026 window approaches. Scouting Tribune, Romulo's elite hold-up play, particularly against Champions League giants and Bundesliga heavyweights, has locked Premier League scouts into the stands. Aston Villa observers view Romulo as a purebred number 9, capable of offering tactical variation to Ollie Watkins or serving as an elite rotation option. It is reported that Villa finds his 65% aerial duel success rate crucial for the intense physicality of the English top flight. With Watkins recently linked with a move to Newcastle, Villa could have the opportunity to bring in Romulo as a powerful new option up front. Seeking to bolster their front lines with a physical pivot, Brentford and Fulham are monitoring Romulo's development in real time. Leaked technical notes: Fulham has identified the Brazilian striker as the ideal heir for the post Raul Jimenez era. Fulham are fighting to keep aging Jimenez, who could leave on a free at season's end. Why don't we go for him? He's still good enough, Jimenez. I think we should go for him, Another striking option. Why not? if he's going on a free, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Jimenez is still good enough, surely. I think we'd take him, Why not? Well, Jimenez, I think he's still a good player and he's still scoring goals. On a free at the end, at season's end, potentially giving him one final year to mentor Romulo before handing over the reins. While Leipzig refused to entertain sale talks during the winter window, it is well known that top-tier clubs like Arsenal and Newcastle had the player firmly on their watch list for a high-impact summer move. Well, there we go. Arsenal, Newcastle, especially Arsenal, well, we have no chance, will we, if he goes there? So Arsenal coming in, we got no chance. Anatomy of a pivot striker. Technical dossiers filed by scouts filed by scouts on Romulo highlight several standout attributes that fit the modern tactical landscape. Standing at 1.93 metres, 6'4", pretty tall, big lad. He exercises absolute authority in the air. He is currently ranked among the best in the Bundesliga for pinning opposition centre-backs to shield the ball and create space for wingers to exploit. Beyond his 7 goals, his 4 assists prove he is a selfless striker who remains deeply involved in the team's build-up. His first time finishing inside the penalty area is rated as elite by international scouting delegations. What separates him from a traditional target man is his clean technical ability. Even under intense high press situations, he maintains his composure to facilitate link-up play and expand the attack, making him a versatile threat. Valuation and transfer chess. Leipzig is aiming for a massive return on the investment they paid to the Turkish side, Göztepe, while Romulo's current market valuation is hovering around 30 million euros. His rapid ascent has changed the negotiation table. Considering his potential call-up to the Brazilian national team, Celestial, whispers suggest Leipzig has pushed their asking price into the 55 to 60 million bracket, knowing that English interest will drive the price up. Will probably mean we'd be priced out of him, I expect. That'd be the thing. More than just the new Sesko. Romulo has filled the void left by Benjamin Sesko in the Leipzig system, not just with his height, but with his tactical discipline. A direct contribution of 11 goals in 21 matches is highly impressive for a striker in his primary adaptation period. Destined to have no issues adapting to the Premier League's physical demands, the Brazilian remains one of the most PL-ready strikers ahead of a potential summer move to the British Isles. So, yeah, but if he's 50, 60 mil, we got no chance. We have got no chance there, guys. That ain't going to happen, unfortunately. Probably won't. But looks another good player. Looks another really good player. Tall lad. Shields the ball well, great in the air. Can score goals, and we're going to need that. But I can't see it. I mean, Villa after him, Fulham, obviously Arsenal, Newcastle, if they're involved, well, we got very little chance. But yeah, I mean, he would be amazing. Be another amazing player. But we've already got one Brazilian striker. I mean, another one would be great, wouldn't it? So let's see, but I'm not really sure on this one. I'm not really sure. He'd be a great player if we get him, but Be up to you, Mel. Hope you're good. Hope you're well, my friend. Hi to you. And yeah, we're talking about this guy at the moment, Mel, and he has been linked with Arsenal, in fact. Romulo Cardoso has been linked a bit with Arsenal. So I can't see us getting him. If you're involved, there's no chance for us. And if it's going to be 55, 60 million, well, that ain't going to happen, is it, for us? So, no doubt he'd be with Arsenal. He'd go to Arsenal above, well, any of us. So, it's you and, well, I guess you and Newcastle are the sort of bigger clubs that are after him. So, yeah, it's not going to be, we're not going to get him, are we? Unfortunately. But yeah, we can, but hope, you never know. It's transfer windows coming up. We'll be in the summer, of course, and we're going to wait and see. I'm going to be doing more of these possibly more next week. Might not do many at the weekend. I probably won't bother over the weekend. But yeah, I'll be doing a lot more again next week. I was going to do an England one, but I'm going to save that now. I do obviously the games tonight, the game against Uruguay. I might do a reaction to that, or do I'll do reaction maybe to that probably Sunday or something. But I won't do a lot over the weekend with it. I'm gonna go out, be going out doing different things and enjoying the weekend. So I don't think I'll do much of this over the weekend, guys. But got one more last thing to chat about. As I say, this player, I can't see it happening. I don't think the Bobby Thomas one will happen either. Not at the moment, at least. This guy, as I say, may go to Arsenal or somewhere else. What's the other one I spoke about? The Imran Louza. I think that might happen. I've got a feeling that one could happen, Imran Louza. I've got a feeling that is one that could definitely go ahead. He's only 14 mil. And, at the end of the day, he don't want to play in the Championship, would he? And they're not going to go up, Watford. I can't see it. This guy here, I can't see him staying at Watford. So surely he'd want to go into the Premier. And if we go in for it, I mean, obviously Everton are after him, Fulham, Brighton as well. But I mean, if we're the ones that are in the driving seat with Europe, we get into Europe, I'm sure we hold all the cards, So, let's get him. I think he looks good. I do rate him. A very good player. Why would you want to stay at Watford as well anyway, when you can go to a slightly better team, in the Premier, that are looking to get into Europe, looking to, look at other things, other achievements in the Premier, hopefully, you would hope. So for me, probably Louza will be the one at the moment, amongst some of those others, not these ones I mentioned, but Bobby Thomas or Romulo. But some of the others I've already mentioned over the last 2 or 3 days. So, but anyway, I'm going to go do one last thing, and that's this. Bring this up and discuss this. Hold on a minute. Yes, the Bees won yesterday in a friendly against Monaco. Brentford B, our B team, sort of the younger players and so forth, younger talent. Monaco 1, Brentford B 2. Bees beat Liga 1 outfit featuring Pogba and Dyer. So they had Pogba and Dyer playing, and yet we still beat them. So amazing, guys. Absolutely incredible for us to do that. But yeah, we beat them 2-1. Brentford B came from a goal down to beat AS Monaco 2-1 on Thursday. Josh Stevenson and Theo Mulwenny getting on the score sheet in the friendly win at AS Monaco training centre. The host lineup featured Eric Dyer and Paul Pogba, the latter scoring the opener. So Paul Pogba scored his first for 4 years, I believe. Brentford B made it 6 wins on the bounce in all competitions as they beat AS Monaco 2-1 at AS Monaco Training Centre on Thursday. The host lineup featured World Cup winner Paul Pogba as he returns from injury and former Tottenham Hotspur defender Eric Dyer. Pogba scored Monaco's goal in the first half. Brentford captain Josh Stevenson responded to equalise for the young Bees just after half time, before Theo Mulwenny netted the winner for Sam Saunders' side. Under stunning sunshine in Monaco, the game started with a high intensity as both sides looked to put their stamp on the game. Bees goalkeeper Reggie Rose was called into action twice early on in the contest, on both occasions making superb saves to keep the game level through 15 minutes. On 20 minutes, the West Londoners had their best look on goal as Riley Owens' corner found Ethan Laidlaw at the back post, but his header faded right at the goal. Pogba looked to threaten a minute later as he sent a strike goalward, but Rose was up to the task and made another save. Roles were reversed on 25 minutes after Ilan Toure made a swift move into the box and hit the post with his shot. The ball rebounded to Pogba near the edge of the box, and the former Manchester United midfielder fired it home with a powerful low strike from the edge of the box before departing the pitch on a minute's restriction. On 35 minutes, Pape Cabral looked to double the host's lead as he got a look on goal, but the ball sailed wide and out of play. Obviously, this is a lot of the action here, the photos of it and stuff. Of the action. Of course, there's Eric Dyer there for Monaco. I think that's our goalie there, Reggie Rose. That's him there, our young keeper. Yeah, so they're a good team. That's our sort of B team. Our players looking to break into the first team, obviously. Despite the scoreboard, Saunders' side were full of faith coming out of the break, and they didn't have to wait long for an equaliser. From a short corner, Owen played the ball to Stevenson outside the box, the defender pushing forward into the space and firing the ball into the top right corner from the edge of the box. As it says there, a stunning strike from Josh Stevenson. Yeah, I think he'd be another good one, another cab off the rank, I'm sure. I think he's been in on the bench in games for the first team. Lately, I believe he has been on the bench. Him and what's the other guy? Ben, the other guy we got. Young player, obviously B team players have been on the bench lately in games. So, yeah. The hour mark brought the second goal for Brentford following a period of dominance in the game. A brilliant run down the right side from Joseph Wheeler-Henry saw the defender make his way into the box before cutting the ball back, where Mulwenny awaited the pass and finished well past Jan Lienard in goal for Monaco. Fresh legs for the hosts meant that Monaco enjoyed a period dominating the ball as the game inched towards the finish. But Brentford substitutes Domiro Bob Semple, Bo Redknapp, Micah Fanuiki, and Nathaniel Ogunbemi provided strong defensive efforts for the West Londoners. On 87 minutes, the equaliser was almost found for Monaco. A well-placed cross was met by Yannick Dodo in the middle of the box, whose bicycle kick effort cannoned onto the bar before being cleared. Down the other end, a brilliant individual run from Owen saw the midfielder find space in the box to score. However, his effort sailed inches wide of the goal. Saunders' side held on for an impressive win, making it 6 wins in a row in all competitions for the Bees. They'll next be in action on Tuesday, 31st of March, as they face Fleetwood Town at GTEC Community Stadium in Professional Development League action. Tickets are available, of course. So Monaco, their lineup: Leonard, Dyer, Pogba, Biref, Ouattara, not our Ouattara, another one. Face, who was at Leicester, he's playing there now. Fati, Cabral, Canate, Lunga, two Lungas there, they obviously maybe brothers, I don't know, and Torre. Subs: Tinkers, Dembaga, Belmokhtar, Moka Bakira, Adrud, Dodo, Silla, Situ, Kadir, Malangu, and Di Crenisi. Brentford B: Rose, Weirder Henry, Picotto, Stevenson, Avenel, Redknapp came on for him in the 80th, Gray, Shield. He's been on the bench as well at times lately, Shield for us. Owen, Mwenni, Bob Semple came on for him in the 80th. Pierre Fenoiki came on for him in the 89th. Laidlaw, Ogunbemi came on for him in the 89th. Subs not used: Asi Mokai, Wolfheimer, Ouattara, another Ouattara. It's not. I'm sure that's not our first team player. Can't be him. I wouldn't have thought. Anyway, Hanson and Golding. Saunders. It was an outstanding performance. Brentford B head coach Sam Saunders praised his side for their efforts in their comeback win over AS Monaco away from home on Thursday. It was an outstanding performance from everyone involved with the club, staff, finishers, and the starters, of course. He said, to come up against a talented team like that, with the honours they've won and the experience and the trophies, it was outstanding from our lads. We said before the game, respect the names and respect the players, but don't fear it. Use it as an opportunity to test yourself against the very best, and they did that. Exactly, they sure did. And congrats to them. Congrats to Brentford B on beating Monaco. Superb. Great stuff, guys. Brilliant. And looks like we've got other talent coming through from the B team. Surely we'll be in our first team very soon, I'm sure. Anyway, follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat. Please smash those likes. Keep subbing. I was up to 223. I think I still am. So I'm still on that, on subs. But keep those subs and views going up. Guys, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. Much appreciated on your support. Be up to you, Warren. I'm afraid I'm going to go, buddy. I've been on here since about, round 2 in the end. Hi, Steve, how are you? Yeah, I'm cool, mate, I'm cool. But yeah, I've been on here since about 2 odd. I was supposed to be on at 1:15, but having Wi-Fi issues, mate, again. But I managed to get on in the end, about 2 odd, when they eventually fixed their issue. Virgin, so Virgin on the absolute ridiculous with them, mate, I'm afraid. But anyway, so yeah, got on here at 2, but yeah, I had plenty to talk about here. You can always watch it on playback, Warren. People watching it live or on playback, hope you have enjoyed it. You know, talked about more possible signings, possible. You never know. As I say, I don't think Bobby Thomas one will happen, or the Romulo, especially if Arsenal are involved with him, getting him, no chance. But the Imran Louza one, I think could happen. 14 million, that's not so much. And why would you want to stay at Watford when they're pretty shit? Let's be honest, Watford. They've had more managers than I've had hot dinners, basically, as well. Surely you want to come to a club in the Premier, a club that may get Europe, may be in Europe as well. So, you know, I think that might happen. He's 40 million. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Why didn't we get him in January? We could have done. We could have got him in January. But still, it still could happen. He looks a good player, actually. He looks really good. And it's not often you get a very good Watford player. So, yeah. Sorry, I know I'm taking the piss out of them. But, yeah. It's true. But anyway, I'm going to have to bounce, guys, but it's been a good stream. As I say, the England one now will probably be just a reaction to the Uruguay game and maybe talk about, obviously, more about Tommy Tickle, the squad, what shit he's doing there with them, and so forth, which will probably be Sunday now. Obviously, might go into Monday possibly as well. Although Monday I'll be back to doing these ones, these Bees News streams. I'll be back to this. Talking more about some other players we're linked with, obviously. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce, and it's been a great stream, and I'm going to go. So, watch out for my next lot of content, guys. Enjoy the weekend, of course. It's here now, coming up. Enjoy all the sport, the football, obviously. As I say, commiserations to our other home nations. Didn't get through. Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and Wales all lost last night. But commiserations to them. But let's hope England and Scotland can do well for us in the World Cup. But anyway, enjoy everything coming up. Everything's over the weekend, guys, and so forth. And I'll see you probably on Sunday. I do that England one on Sunday, yeah. I'll see you then. Anyway, cheers, guys. I'm out of here. I'm bouncing. Cheers, everyone. Thanks. Bye. Cheers.